Welcome back to Storytime with Lynn. Today I'll be reading The Sad Dragon, a dragon book about grief and loss, written by Herman. Hi, my name is Drew. It's been my joy to share with you many happy stories of my dragon, Doo. There were many lessons that he's learned and funny things that he's done. I'll bet he's often made you laugh and brought you lots of fun. Do you recall when Diggory sneezed and set the couch ablaze? It was scary for a little while, but then we laughed for days. Or when he kicked the winning goal and won the soccer game, and when it was his birthday and everybody came. So many stories we have shared, filled with joy and laughter. But not every once upon a time is happily ever after. Sometimes bad things happen and may even make us cry. Some things we do not understand and make us question why. Although the story's very sad, we hope that you will read it. It may not be your favorite, but we think that you might need it. It started out when Doo was still small. He doesn't talk about it much, for it's painful to recall. Before he came to live with me, someone else had Doo. Someone who loved him very much, and Diggory loved them too. They are kind and gentle, but sadly, one day they died. Diggory's heart was broken, so he cried and cried and cried. We brought Diggory home with us and gave him time to grieve, for broken hearts need time to heal and sorrow time to leave. Grief doesn't simply come and go, it tends to stay a while. It robbed Diggory of his joy, and it stole away his smile. When his loved one passed away, it was hard for Diggory. At first he would deny it and say, "It can't be true." Sometimes we want to shield our hearts when pain is too extreme, so Diggory would pretend the death was just an awful dream. Then Diggory got angry. He punched his fist into the air. "You did not deserve to die," he declared. "It isn't fair." He even got a little mad at his loved one who passed away. "Why did you leave me all alone and make me hurt this way?" Then he began to wonder, what if I'm the one to blame? If I'd done something different, would things still be the same? He wished that he could turn back time to make the good times last. "Just give me one more chance," he cried, "and I will change the past." There seemed nothing I could do to help my dragon friend. I was sad for Diggory. It seemed his sorrow had no end. His dragon wings began to droop. He'd lost his will to fly. His shiny scales dropped one by one. His tears refused to dry. He didn't want to play with me or other girls and boys. He didn't even want to play with his favorite dragon toys. "Leave me alone." I asked him if he'd like to go to the pool or zoo or park, but he preferred to stay at home, crying in the dark. Unlike other feelings, grief is hard to understand. I said, "Diggory, I'm here for you to lend a helping hand. When it comes to grieving loss, there is no one right way. In fact, the way we deal with grief may change from day to day. Death is a part of life, and if it hasn't happened yet, someday we might lose someone we love. It might be a pet, or a family member, or we might lose a friend. But just because a loved one dies, doesn't mean it is the end." Though your loved one went away, they're not truly gone. Your love for them can never die. It goes living on. They take the love to heaven, where there's no sickness and no pain. Then they send the love back as kisses in the drops of gentle rain. When you see the stars at night as they sparkle up above, you know that's the reassuring light of their endless love. When you feel the cooling breeze that drifts across your face, it's sent to dry the tears you cry and give you a sweet embrace. Everywhere you look, you are sure to see a sign that though you may be sad, everything will be just fine. Though you cannot see them, your loved one walks with you, and no matter what you suffer, their love will see you through. They want you to be happy and enjoy the life you live. And remember that you never lose the love you get and give. So live your life with peace and joy, and know that someday when you can meet again in heaven, you'll see them once again. So when a loved one passes, despite how painful it feels, don't give up hope, but give it time, for broken hearts will heal. Thank you so much for joining me today on Storytime with Lynn, reading The Sad Dragon, a dragon book about grief and loss. This is an important topic, even though not pleasant to address. Please know that you are not alone, and talk about your loved ones, share stories and memories about them. Here is a picture of me and my grandmother, whom I lost a few years ago. Her loss still hurts, but her memory gives me strength. I have many fond memories of the times we spent together, especially playing games like the one here, Parcheesi. Also, our family experienced a difficult loss a year ago, as we had to say goodbye to our beloved dog, Snickers. Pets become like family to us, and we grieve them just as much as we love them. Thank you for listening to my memories and stories and helping me let my loved one's legacy live on. What will you do to help your loved one's legacy carry on through you?